Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I've been a fan of the 1984 film and its sequel and the animated series The Real Ghostbusters since I was a kid. Hey guys, what's up? Timzster here for another unboxing and toy review. This time I'm going to be doing Hasbro's recently released Ghostbusters Plasma Series of action figures. Yeah, these are based on the 1984 film of the same name, and I have four of them displayed here as of the moment of this toy review. Peter Venkman, Egon Spengler, Winston Zeddemore, and Ray Stanz. Played by Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, Ernie Hudson, and Dan Aykroyd respectively. Now, I had these figures for quite some time. They were in the box. I just haven't had time to unbox them and open them. But now that it's Comic Con at Home weekend, as of this recording, and the recently revealed new box set with Louis Tully and Vinz Clortho the dog, I guess it's a good time for us to open these and check out the packaging. Yeah, these are based on the jumpsuits of the Ghostbusters. So, yeah, let's take a dive in, open the figures, and see if they ain't afraid of ghosts. Here's the box. Put some of them back in. Thank you, Hasbro and Babe's Toy Shop, for having my set of the Ghostbusters Plasma Series on hand for me to purchase. And there we go. We see first Winston Zeddemore, and here's Egon Spengler, Peter Venkman, Ray Stanz, and Dana Barrett possessed by Zuul, and Gozer. And as you can see, the build-a-figure here is Vinz Clortho, the dog. If you look at the back, there's the entire series on hand. Vinz Clortho is the build-a-figure. Gozer, the Destructor and Traveler. Yeah, there's a bio for each of these figures. But I'm just giving an overview. Let's line them up, shall we? So, here are the figures from the first wave of the Ghostbusters Plasma Series. I lined them up the best I could on this table. And they're based on the 1984 film of the same name, with awesome likenesses of the cast. Yeah, here's Bill Murray as Peter Venkman, Sigourney Weaver as Dana Barrett, Dan Aykroyd as Ray Stanz, the late great Harold Ramis as Egon Spengler, and Ernie Hudson as Winston Zeddemore, just to name a few. Yeah, this is awesome. And when you complete all of this and line them up together, they're gonna look great. Especially if you complete the Build-A-Figure of Vinz Clortho, the Demon Dog. Alright, let's start with the most obvious. Here is the man himself, Peter Venkman, played by Bill Murray. And the packaging is gorgeous. As I said, they're basing it off the jumpsuits of the Ghostbusters with their nameplates. So, Venkman, Plasma Series, and the Ghostbusters logo on the left side of the box. When we turn it around, we can see, as I showed earlier, the rest of the figures in this series, and the Build-A-Figure is Vinz Clortho, the Demon Dog, with a little description of the character's origins right here on top. Let's give this baby an opening and see what's inside. So, taking out of the packaging right now is the figurehead of the Ghostbusters himself, Dr. Peter Venkman, as played by Bill Murray. And he comes with a proton pack, a ghost trap, the right leg of Vinz Clortho the dog, and the figure himself. So let's take a look. So out of his clamshell packaging, we see the figure standing here at 6 inches, along with his accessories and the back part for Vinz Clortho. Okay, I'm liking the figure so far. If you enjoy Hasbro 6-inch figures like from the Marvel Legends line and the newly released G.I. Joe Classified series, you will have no problem with these Ghostbusters action figures. And so far, he has the usual points of articulation, ball joint in the neck and the arms. You could pivot them, twist them, legs. knees, and of course the feet to pose Peter and the other action figures according to your own specifications. So right after I make him stand here, in the next part of this review, we will take a look at him wearing his trusty proton pack. Now, quick note, in order to equip the proton pack, you have to lift the peg from here and slide the figure through. There's a peg in the back that you need to insert here in this hole. So just a bit of a warning. You have to do it like this and follow the hole. And there we go. And of course the arm. You have to position the arm inside. Let's fix this up. And here we see Peter Venkman equipped with his trusty proton pack, which you can also holster in this peg here at the back, but we're not gonna do that. We want to showcase him in all of his badass glory. Heat him up, smoking. And here is the ghost trap accessory, which you can also put in his hand. But I'm liking this pose. 1 out of 4 Ghostbusters done and unboxed. Time to go for the rest of the guys. This is bad, Ray. This is really, really bad. And we're gonna go for the head scientist of the Ghostbusters himself, Dr. Egon Spengler, as played by the late great Harold Ramis. Here's the back of the packaging and him highlighted, featuring another part of Vinz Clortho the dog. Let's open it up. Time to take Egon out of his clamshell, and he comes with a proton pack also, to figure the PKE meter to detect ghosts. It's right there in the top left. And another leg of Vinz Clortho the dog. So let's take him out. And here he is standing with proton pack and PKE meter equipped Egon Spengler with the dog part beside him. Now, I decided to equip him already since it's the same as Peter Venkman. All points of articulation accounted for, except the only difference is, of course, his jacket with name tag and the head featuring the likeness of the late great Harold Ramis. Egon Spengler, the brains of the operation and the scientist for the job. What did you do, Ray? What did you do? Here he is, Dan Aykroyd himself, Ray Stanz, the jolly man of the group, who has dreams of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which was brought to life by Gozer in the movie. Funny guy. Also has a proton pack and a part of Vinz Clortho, but the other difference with this character is he has the goggles, which is a signature of Ray. He always wears the goggles. So, same thing. Packaging has his name. There he is highlighted in the box. There's a bit of a biography. So, we are gonna be opening his baby and taking him out of the box. All parts accounted for. I'm going to be opening this guy and making him stand. Nice. There we go, Ray. Looking like you just busted some ghosts and holding Peter Venkman's ghost trap. I gave it to him. And I put the goggles on his head. To his right is another part of Vinz Clortho, which at the end of this video I'm going to be assembling the Build-A-Figure or bath of the dog. So far, Ray is the chubbiest among all of the Ghostbusters. I actually had a hard time putting on his proton pack. Yeah, it's so tight. But then again, it's accurate. And Dan Aykroyd looks awesome. The likeness, Hasbro, you captured that likeness pretty cool. And last but not least for the team, their fourth new member, Winston Zeddemore, played by Ernie Hudson. Same packaging. Well, of course, if you haven't looked at before, there they are on the side. Minimalist drawings, and then here is profile and him highlighted in the back. So we are gonna be opening this baby and see what he's got. Now, unlike his peers, Winston actually comes with a proton stream. So if you want them all to fire blasts, you have to get 4 Winstons, because he's the only one who has this accessory right here. Aside from having a proton pack and another part for Vinz Clortho. Let's take him out of the plastic clamshell. And there he is, releasing some juice from his proton pack, Winston Zeddemore. Next to him is another bath part for Vinz Clortho. And as you can see, yes, it's an optional part. You can put the proton stream here to the proton pack cannon, and that means you'll have to get 4 Winstons in order to get 4 streams for each of the Ghostbusters. But we're not going to do that. We just wanted to complete one set. Winston looking cool. Tough. There you go. And here, again, he's the only Ghostbuster in the entire line of the Plasma Series with the proton stream. So if you want to put it with the others, you'll have to get 4. But Winston's A-okay. Before continuing with the rest of the gang, I just wanted to take this moment to appreciate all 4 Ghostbusters unboxed and lined up together. It's a really impressive series, Hasbro. You did good. Ghostbusters 1984 represented in the Ghostbusters Plasma Series. Right here. This is awesome. Next up, we got Peter Venkman's love interest, Possessed, Dana Barrett, aka the host for the Gatekeeper, Zuul. And as usual, here we look at the packaging, and she's highlighted in the back with a little bit of a profile. And we have another part of the dog. So let's open up the Gatekeeper. There's no Dana, only Zuul. Pretty much straightforward for this figure. It is Dana Barrett, possessed by Zuul, the demon dog. And the figure looks good. It is the likeness of Sigourney Weaver. The only nitpick I have here is that instead of cloth, they made the arm part of the dress. So when you move it, you can see it's not together. Oh well, can't be perfect, but yeah, I like that it's based off the likeness of Sigourney Weaver, aka Ripley from Aliens. And she has the torso body of Vinz Clortho, the demon dog. Now, articulation comes for the female body. Yeah, of course, standard head turning, joints in the arms and the hands. Well, this is only getting in the way because of how they sculpted this left arm with the cloth. Yeah, otherwise, yes. This is another awesome figure from the makers of Marvel Legends and the G.I. Joe Classified Series. 6-inch figures. Their engineering is great, and the 3D face printing technology making Sigourney Weaver's face. Are you a god? Or just Gozer? The last figure of the set, including the head of Vinz Clortho and some lightning effects for this demon. Yeah, standard packaging in the back and description. The Destructor and Traveler. Gozer is the ancient evil with a lot of aliases. So let's finish this off and open her up. And there she is, the Travel and Destructor, Gozer. Simple as that. A figure with so many points of articulation over this ghostly body and demonic eyes, which are scary. You can use some Palpatine type lightning effects by changing her hands. So we're gonna do that just to give a demonstration. Die. There you go. She can fire it out of her hands. And it comes with Vinz Clortho's head with the jaw moving. So now that we're done with the figures, we are going to assemble the bath. Let's go. One last thing. Let's show off Gozer with her lightning effects. There. Unlimited power. Or then die. as she said in the movie, firing those beams at the Ghostbusters. So following all of these instructions, we are going to build Vinz Clortho right here, right now. Let's see how this demon dog looks like. Probably a grotesque mutt. Who knows? But here are the parts we are assembling, and the fun aspect of getting an entire set is building a figure like this. Alright, demon dog, don't fail us now. And here, he'll form the head, and we have Vinz Clortho right there. A very ugly doggy. One of Zuul's two protectors. So that's why other people were getting two sets just to get two dogs. Looking pretty cool. And a menace. Wow. Well, now that Louis Tully and another Vinz Clortho have been announced by Hasbro during Comic-Con at home, can't wait for that set so I can put two dogs together and have another member of the cast of Ghostbusters 1984 as part of my collection. And there you have it. All complete and lined up. The entire Ghostbusters Plasma Series 1. So, Peter Venkman, Egon Spengler, Ray Stanz, Winston Zeddemore, Dana Barrett aka Zuul, and Gozer. When you get all 6, you get the Vinz Clortho Demon Dog Build-A-Figure. And there they all are. Bustin makes me feel good, and this is an awesome series, Hasbro. I cannot overstate it enough, and I'm glad you're gonna be releasing more. Although the next one is Louis Tully, as played by Rick Moranis, and another Vinz Clortho dog. So, for those who got 2 sets of these to get 2 dogs, well, I'm sorry guys. Now there's gonna be 3 along with that 2-pack with Louis Tully. But so far, no complaints about these series. And there you have it, all lined up. My set of Ghostbusters Plasma Series Wave 1, and I enjoyed unboxing this, truly. Especially during Comic-Con at Home weekend, and after they announced that new box set with Louis Tully and Vinz Clortho, the Demon Dog. So I don't have to get 2 of these sets just to get another Demon Dog. Pretty nice. And for fans of the 1984 Ghostbusters, you definitely have to get this. Worth it. Hasbro did a good job. I can highly recommend it. Thank you for watching this. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and hit the notification bell for new entries whenever they come up. And do follow me in Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm there at social media with other content and updates since I follow the pop culture spectrum and collect things like this. So Bustin makes me feel good. This is Timzster. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.